I'm done. Like, I'm drained. I'm emotionally and mentally drained. I'm over it. I can't. Hey, lovely people. It's me, Jess. And today we're going to be talking about quiet quitting. We're going to talk about what is it? How are people doing it? Why? And is it a good or a bad thing? So let's get into the what. What is quiet quitting? Now, one, it is not new, okay? This is not a new thing. There's just a new term tied to it, and we do see that more people are doing this in 2022. So what is quietly quitting? This is going to be someone that is physically working. So you're logging in online. If you work remotely, you are going into work, but guess what? You're no longer mentally and emotionally invested in your work. So you're taking away some of the extras out of work and you're just focused on doing your job. Just your job, that's all. Now, how are people doing this? What is the profile of a person that is quietly quitting? Or another term that people used to use, again, this is not a new thing, is coasting. This is not a new phenomenon. People have in different jobs had their times where, they're just coasting through. Person's not so focused on being recognized, being seen, getting a promotion, getting a new role, etc., etc. They may not be working overtime if they work an hourly job. For a salaried worker or office worker, this may be the person that would come into the office right at 9, maybe a little bit after 9, and leave at 4:59. They are in that elevator and off, right? So don't ask them anything extra. Don't ask them to participate in a cool project at work. Don't ask them to work overtime as a favor to you. Don't ask them to do any additional training. That is basically the person that we're looking at in this profile of a quiet quitter. Someone who is quietly quitting may be just burnt out, less motivated, less engaged. Now we have to take ourselves back in time a little bit. We have to look at 2020. What was happening? All of us were going through it. We were going through it. A lot of us were just scared, panicking. We were fearful. Emotions were high. We didn't know what was going to happen. There were people that were getting furloughed and laid off. There were other people that were essential workers. Shout out to our, drivers and hospital workers and social workers and IT professionals keeping things running. Move into 2021, the Great Resignation. So people were like, hey, I've got savings. I'm going to take a break from work. Hey, I need to stay with the kids. I'm going to stay home with them. I've turned my hobby into a business. I'm good on the full-time job. I actually want a new job, so I'm going to leave here and go here for, either remote work or better compensation or better benefits, whatever. But what happens when people leave a job to the rest of the folks that are still working at that company, right? Well, the work doesn't typically just go away unless you have great leadership, a great company that's willing to prioritize some stuff and make sure people are still feeling okay with their work life. But many times you have to just figure out ways to be more flexible. You have to stretch yourself. And what does that mean? Well, you're working harder. Now we get to 2022 where folks are like, hey, I can stay in my job, I'm getting good pay, I have benefits, I need this job for X, Y, and Z reason. However, I'm done. Like, I'm drained, I'm emotionally and mentally drained, I'm over it. And so what I'm going to do is quietly quit. So physically I'm there, I'm working, I'm doing my job, but you're no longer going to get the most out of me. You've taken the most out of me already. I don't have any more, right? So folks may be feeling overworked, burnt out, and just drained to get them to the point where they are now coasting or quietly quitting. what do I think? As someone that has worked within the HR field for a while, I'm a recruiter, I'm working within this, I'm helping, and I've been helping folks find people to fill the many, many jobs that have been available during this time. And I will say, recruiters, we have been burnt out. Let me know if you're a recruiter and you feel me there. But recruiters have been burnt out. We've just been go, go, go mode. Find me people, find me people. You find people and then more people leave. And it's this constant churn, right? It's normal for recruiters to be go, 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 but maybe not this go, go, go. Anyway, let's wrap things up with me providing my thoughts on whether it is a good thing or a bad thing for a person to be coasting, to quietly quit a job. So the good of it is that you're keeping an income source. You're not just saying sayonara. You're doing your job, right? You're helping the company by doing your essential job. You're not necessarily taking on more responsibilities or raising your hand to take on more responsibilities or going above and beyond. So you're not doing your optimal amount of work, but you are there and you're doing your job hopefully well. I think that everyone has that moment of time where they are either lacking in motivation, they're tired, they're drained, they're burnt out. And my thought, just personally and from looking at other scenarios and even making mistakes myself, I would say to someone, it may just be time for you to take a vacation. When is the last time you took a vacation? It may not be that you want to quietly quit, but you may be doing this naturally because you just need to take some time for yourself. Maybe you need to take a longer, extended amount of time for yourself and then jump back out there in the job market. Maybe you're just not motivated because you're in the wrong job. You liked the job before and now you don't for X, Y, and Z reason. Maybe you love what you do, but the company is not right for you. So there's so many different reasons why someone may be coasting or quietly quitting. But in the end, overall, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it is a good thing for the person because the biggest resource we have is our time. So if you're spending 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and you're just coasting, you don't really like what you're doing. You're just like, hey, I'm here. I showed up. I did my work. Adios. My question, I guess, would be, are you fulfilled in that job? And are you in the right one? Maybe you just need to reevaluate some things. Or maybe you're just burned out. You can't give your all if you have nothing to give. So you have to replenish yourself by taking some time off. I also think it's bad for the company because ideally folks are in a place where they're happily employed, they like the work they do, they like their colleagues, etc. The ideal work scenario. But what tends to happen when you have coasters on the team, coasters or people that are quietly quitting, it actually drags down the rest of the team because other team members can see that. Your manager can see it, but your team members, people that are working with you, can see it the most, and it affects them and their work. Maybe it makes other people start lacking, some engagement in things, or people see that and they no longer want to work with you because you never want to help the team. You're at a point where you're just like, nope, I'm just doing my job, just my work, just my stuff, and I'm out of here. Well, in anything, any projects you've done, whether it's school, work scenarios, businesses, there's always going to be a time where you need other people to help you, where you need someone to go above and beyond or stretch themselves a little bit for even just a period of time. And if so many people are at a point where they're just like, nope, quietly quitting, it does take a toll on the company. So in the end of the day, it's not really good for the company or you as a person because, again, you're spending your time, your best resource that you have, doing something that you're likely not really engaged in or motivated or happy to do. So I hope you enjoyed this conversation with me about quietly quitting. These are my thoughts as a recruiter. These are my thoughts as someone that has gone through many periods of am I in the right job? Am I doing the right thing? Does this company value me? I'm burnt out. So many different thoughts that we have as we're on this journey in our careers. And so that's my perspective on the quiet quit. If you made it this far, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. The likes are free. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. Are you on the quiet quit? Are you in a place where you're happy, you're good at your job, or you were coasting or in the quiet quit and you found something that you really enjoy and that you're passionate about and you're away from that now? Let me know if you agree that it is bad for the company and the employee when an employee is quietly quitting, and let me know if you disagree. With that, I will see you in the next video. Bye, lovely people.